Afternoon, everybody. I want to talk about reproductions on AliExpress. And if you buy a reproduction on AliExpress, the question I get is, will it save? There was a comment a little while ago. Somebody said, repros on AliExpress never save. And I have two different piles here. These are all reproductions from AliExpress. These will save your game, and these will not. And the results are really weird. I've got this Pokemon Sapphire reproduction. It's got a battery in it. Not only does it save, but it also keeps up with timed events. Of course, there's this multi-cart that saves. It's got a battery in it. This we looked at on the show. I opened this one up. It does not have a battery in it, but strangely enough, it does actually save the game. So as long as you don't mind missing out on timed events, I've got a multi-cart. The multi-carts, in my opinion, they're usually pretty specific. So if this one saves, and they usually sell them, for the most part, it's like you'll get one that's specifically for save games and it has a bunch of the RPGs on it, and ones that aren't. So this one does. This one saves, but I paid a bunch of money for this one. I paid $21 to get this shipped because not only does it save, but it saves on an SRAM chip, so it won't like wear out like a battery. And that has a regular battery. It saves on a regular battery. These save, and you'll notice that there's the Super Nintendo games seem to, by and large. Now over here, Sega Genesis, I've not had much luck with. That's where I started buying repros, and specifically Sonic the Hedgehog hacks. There's a number of Sonic the Hedgehog hacks that don't save, and I always chalked that up to, okay, maybe they didn't realize a battery had to go in there, because traditionally with Sonic the Hedgehog pre-number 3, they didn't save anyway, so it didn't matter. But these don't save. At one point, I bought Phantasy Star 4 reproduction, and that did not save. Here's a reproduction we looked at on a previous video. That doesn't save, and I dearly wish it did because it's an awesome game. And this one doesn't save. I've never gotten a hold of an NES reproduction that saves. I used to have a lot more than I have now. I got rid of most of them, but this one doesn't save. So here's what I learned, okay, through buying all these repros. If you want a game that saves, number one, be ready to pay a couple more dollary dues for it, and make sure it says it on the listing, okay? The vast majority of these games, somewhere on the listing it said it would save. Okay, so you got to watch for that. Yeah, and that's it, right? It's not... I'm sure you can get NES games that save, but this one was like a cheap one on the lot. Whereas some NES reproductions are like $20, and I bet that's what you have to do to get it to save. One NES game I would love to have is I think it's Dragoon X, the Dragon Warrior hack, where it's like a total conversion of Dragon Warrior 1, where they make it into like a sci-fi game. That one I would love to have a repro that saves, but for now I don't. So to answer your question, do they save? Yes, but be careful out there.